Hello, grounded Taurus. Today, July 18th, 2026, the morning carries a quiet sense of meaning, as though life is gently inviting you to notice changes that have been unfolding beneath the surface for longer than you realized. Instead of asking you to force a new beginning, today's energy encourages you to recognize the first signs of growth already taking root. If you've been holding on to responsibilities, expectations, or emotional weight that no longer nourish you, this is a thoughtful moment to loosen your grip and create room for something healthier to develop. Trust your instincts, even if they speak in whispers rather than dramatic revelations, because your inner wisdom often becomes clearest when everything around you grows still. You may notice an urge to reassess what truly deserves your time and attention. It's possible that old attachments or unfinished emotions have quietly occupied space that could now support new opportunities, stronger relationships, or a deeper sense of peace. Whether you're building a lasting partnership or exploring the possibility of new love, allow connections to unfold at their own natural rhythm. There is no need to rush what is meant to deepen over time. Balance becomes your greatest ally today, inviting you to honor your own feelings while remaining open to sincere conversations that clear away misunderstandings and strengthen trust. The energy surrounding you favors steady, meaningful progress rather than sudden breakthroughs. You might find yourself reflecting on opportunities that once slipped away, yet today's path offers rewards that are different and perhaps even more enduring. The Knight of Pentacles reflects this atmosphere beautifully, reminding you that lasting success is often built through consistent care, thoughtful decisions, and quiet persistence. Every small accomplishment is like another healthy root, reaching deeper into the soil, creating the stability that future achievements will rely upon. Keep your heart receptive and your attention focused, because encouraging news or a meaningful milestone may reveal itself when you least expect it. If there is one message to carry with you today, it is this: release what no longer supports your growth. Trust the quiet wisdom within you and allow change to strengthen your foundation rather than disturb it. Remember that every reading speaks in possibilities rather than certainties, and not every message will reflect every person's experience. Take what genuinely resonates with your own journey and leave behind what does not. Each life unfolds according to its own rhythm, and your choices remain the greatest influence on the path ahead. Thank you for spending this moment here with me. Stay with me as we continue exploring the energies shaping your love life, career, finances, health, and family. Before we do, I'd love to share today's symbolic color and numbers with you. And if this reading brings you value, your support with a like truly helps me continue creating these reflections with care and gratitude. Today's symbolic numbers are 18 and 24, gentle reminders of steady growth, patience, and the quiet confidence that develops over time. If these numbers naturally appear throughout your day, you may choose to receive them as simple invitations to remain present and trust your own pace. Your symbolic color is moss green, reflecting renewal, grounded wisdom, and the quiet strength found in healthy roots. Wearing this color, whether in your clothing or a favorite accessory, can serve as a personal reminder to stay connected to the calm center within yourself. One theme deserves your attention today. You may be allowing different areas of your life to blend together in ways that create unnecessary confusion. Concerns at work can begin coloring your relationships. Emotional worries may influence financial decisions, or small stresses can make unrelated situations feel heavier than they truly are. Before reacting, pause and separate each experience for what it is. Your strength has never come from controlling everything at once, but from knowing what genuinely deserves your energy. Stay true to what matters most to you, and don't allow someone else's opinions or subtle influence to pull you away from the quiet certainty you've been cultivating within yourself. Your determination is one of your greatest strengths, Taurus, and it has carried you through moments that demanded patience and endurance. Yet today gently reminds you that the same steady effort that serves you so well in other areas of life cannot always be applied to matters of the heart. Love tends to flourish in its own season. It grows through trust, openness, and shared willingness, not through pressure or the need to make something happen before its time. If you try to force emotional closeness, you may find yourself drawn toward people who are still carrying unfinished chapters of their own. Some may be emotionally unavailable. Others may want something different from what you're seeking, and a few may simply be walking at a different pace than you are. Rather than investing all of your energy in trying to bridge those distances, allow yourself the wisdom to recognize where mutual readiness truly exists. Healthy relationships ask for care from both people, and today suggests being honest about whether you have the emotional space to carry more than you're already holding. If you're already sharing your life with someone, this isn't a sign of crisis, but an invitation to reconnect through calm conversation. Small misunderstandings often lose their weight when both people choose to listen before reacting. Give yourself permission to focus on restoring your own sense of balance first, because clarity within yourself naturally creates more harmony between you and those you love. From that grounded place, you'll be able to welcome new conversations and opportunities with greater confidence and peace. At the same time, something within you begins to shift. Instead of waiting for perfect timing or looking to others for reassurance, you may feel quietly inspired to take a meaningful first step. It could be reaching out to someone you've been thinking about, proposing an idea that's been taking shape, or moving forward with a project that reflects your values. Acting from calm confidence rather than fear softens self-doubt and reminds you that courage doesn't always arrive with noise. Sometimes it appears as one simple decision made with a steady heart. The atmosphere surrounding today carries the feeling of gentle renewal. Challenges that once seemed tangled and exhausting begin to loosen their hold, creating space for fresh inspiration to emerge. There is a growing sense that what you've been cultivating beneath the surface is finally beginning to show signs of life. Someone close to you may also become more open with their feelings, revealing emotions that have quietly matured over time rather than appearing all at once. The Strength card rises as a reminder that your greatest power has never been about controlling every circumstance. Instead, it reflects the quiet resilience you've developed through experience, patience, and your willingness to keep moving forward even when progress felt slow. Whatever emotional disappointments you've carried have also shaped a deeper understanding of yourself. They no longer define your future. They simply remind you how much stronger your roots have become. Allow that quiet confidence to guide your next steps. The wisdom you've gathered through both joy and difficulty now gives you the perspective to meet uncertainty with greater ease. Questions that once felt overwhelming may begin to settle naturally as you trust yourself more completely. Like a tree that grows stronger with each changing season, you continue expanding without needing to rush the process. The Fool appears next, not as an invitation to leap without thinking, but as encouragement to trust the path that is gradually unfolding beneath your feet. You may find yourself entering a new chapter in your career, a creative pursuit, or a personal goal that has been patiently waiting for the right moment to grow. The past no longer needs to dictate what comes next. Instead, allow curiosity to replace hesitation and welcome new experiences with the quiet confidence that comes from knowing your foundation is secure. The Ace of Wands brings fresh creative energy, illuminating possibilities that feel both inspiring and practical. A project, business opportunity, or meaningful ambition may begin gathering momentum, offering not only personal fulfillment, but the potential for long-term stability and recognition. Rather than scattering your attention in many directions, nurture the ideas that continue returning to your heart. Like a well-tended garden, your consistent care can transform a single spark of inspiration into something lasting, meaningful, and deeply rewarding. The Magician reminds you that meaningful change begins with what you choose to cultivate each day, Taurus. You already possess the qualities needed to bring your ideas into the world: practical wisdom, quiet determination, patience, and the ability to stay committed long after the initial excitement fades. Rather than searching for something you believe is missing, this card invites you to recognize the resources already resting in your hands. When your thoughts, intentions, and actions begin moving in the same direction, even small efforts can produce remarkable results over time. You may also notice a growing sense of harmony developing between you and someone who holds an important place in your life. Whether this connection is romantic, personal, or deeply meaningful in another way, there is a feeling that both of you are beginning to understand each other with greater honesty. Instead of forcing conversations or expecting immediate answers, trust that genuine understanding often unfolds naturally when both people feel safe enough to be themselves. Today's energy encourages you to direct your attention toward what truly matters to your heart, knowing that your choices carry more influence than any outside circumstance. The Lover's card speaks less about dramatic romance and more about meaningful decisions rooted in authenticity. Someone may be finding the courage to express feelings they have kept hidden, or perhaps a new connection begins revealing unexpected emotional depth. If a conversation or meeting arises, it may appear ordinary on the surface while quietly carrying greater significance beneath it. Allow yourself to respond with openness, but also with the grounded discernment that helps you recognize relationships capable of growing into something lasting. Now, let's gently turn our attention to your well-being. Your body has its own quiet language, and today invites you to listen with care rather than waiting until discomfort becomes impossible to ignore. If it's been a long time since your last routine checkup or basic health screening, this could be a meaningful time to schedule one. Small acts of prevention often create lasting peace of mind, and paying attention to subtle signals now may help you avoid larger concerns later. If you've already noticed ongoing discomfort, especially involving digestion, nutrition, or energy levels, treat those signs with kindness and appropriate medical attention rather than pushing them aside. Approach your health from a place of awareness instead of worry. Caring for yourself isn't a response to fear, it's an investment in the life you're continuing to build. You may also encounter supportive professionals or practical resources that help you better understand what your body has been asking for. Sometimes the greatest form of self-respect is simply giving yourself permission to receive the guidance you need. Your professional life appears to be settling into a productive rhythm. Whether you already feel fulfilled in your current role or you're quietly preparing for a different direction, there is a sense that your efforts are building towards something worthwhile. Continue developing the skills and opportunities already within reach instead of feeling pressured to chase every possibility at once. If financial planning or thoughtful investments become available, approach them with the same patience that has helped you create stability in other areas of your life. Progress made carefully often proves more enduring than progress made quickly. If you're searching for a new position or considering a career change, remain confident in the value you bring. The work you've done behind the scenes is gradually preparing you for opportunities that align more closely with your strengths and long-term goals. Keep learning, remain adaptable, and avoid allowing temporary stress to cloud your judgment. Even when results seem slower than expected, trust that your consistent effort is laying a stronger foundation than you may currently realize. Financially, today's atmosphere encourages steady expansion rather than sudden fortune. Challenges that once required all of your energy may begin giving way to opportunities that feel more aligned with your abilities and values. A creative idea, a side project, or a carefully considered business opportunity could gradually develop into a reliable source of future growth. Rather than relying on chance, this period rewards thoughtful planning, disciplined action, and confidence in your own capabilities. As old fears surrounding limitation begin to lose their influence, you may find yourself making decisions from a place of greater abundance and self-trust. Stay attentive to meaningful conversations, timely introductions, and opportunities that seem to arrive naturally through the relationships you've been nurturing. The most rewarding investments may not simply be financial. They may also include your time, your knowledge, and the steady commitment you offer to work that genuinely reflects your values. Like a flourishing garden cared for season after season, prosperity often grows strongest when it is given patience, purpose, and room to mature. Financial confidence becomes easier to build when you invest not only in your income, but also in your own growth. The more you devote your energy to skills, interests, and work that genuinely reflects your values, the more naturally a sense of purpose begins to support your material goals. When your work feels connected to something meaningful, even ordinary efforts begin carrying a deeper sense of fulfillment, making success feel like a natural extension of who you are, rather than something you constantly have to chase. Challenges that once felt like constant uphill climbs may gradually reveal themselves as experiences that strengthened your judgment, sharpened your instincts, and prepared you for more rewarding opportunities. Continue moving forward with quiet confidence, trusting that consistent effort often creates results that seem invisible until they finally begin to bloom, much like roots quietly expanding beneath the earth, long before new growth appears above the surface. Remain open to fresh ideas, even if they ask you to adjust routines that have simply become familiar rather than useful. Lasting prosperity rarely comes from holding tightly to yesterday's methods, when life is gently inviting you towards something more effective. Sometimes the smallest adjustment in perspective becomes the beginning of a much larger transformation, allowing you to notice opportunities that may have been present all along. The path ahead encourages thoughtful innovation, balanced with the practical wisdom that comes naturally to you. Like a well-tended garden, the seeds you nurture with patience today may produce rewards that continue growing long after this season has passed. Trust that meaningful progress often unfolds quietly, rewarding those who remain committed even when immediate results aren't yet visible. When it comes to your relationships, today's energy calls for attentiveness rather than concern. If you're in a long-term partnership, you and your partner may simply be moving through a quieter period, where routines begin to replace meaningful conversations. This doesn't suggest something is falling apart. Instead, it offers an opportunity to reconnect before small misunderstandings quietly take root. Sometimes affection isn't lost, it simply becomes hidden beneath responsibilities, busy schedules, and the rhythm of everyday life. Honest dialogue, patient listening, and a willingness to understand one another's perspective can restore warmth that may have been overshadowed by daily responsibilities, reminding both of you why your connection was built in the first place. There may also be practical matters or future plans that deserve thoughtful discussion. Rather than assuming you already know what the other person is feeling, create space for genuine conversation where both of you can speak openly without rushing towards solutions. Often, the greatest gift you can offer someone isn't immediate advice, but the reassurance that they're truly being heard. Leaving old disappointments where they belong allows your relationship to grow without carrying unnecessary weight from the past. Strong partnerships are rarely built through perfect moments alone, but through the steady willingness to choose each other again and again, especially during the ordinary days that quietly shape a lasting bond. If you're currently single, allow yourself to move at a pace that protects both your heart and your peace of mind. Someone you meet may still be processing emotions from a previous chapter, even if they don't fully recognize it themselves. Their feelings may seem consistent one day and uncertain the next, creating confusion that has little to do with you. Instead of trying to rescue or accelerate another person's healing, observe whether emotional readiness exists on both sides before investing deeply in the connection. Healthy relationships don't require you to carry another person's unfinished journey. They flourish when two people arrive with enough emotional space to grow together, instead of expecting one another to heal old wounds. Your home and family life also reflect the quiet changes taking place within you. As you become more centered and confident in your own direction, those closest to you may naturally respond with greater warmth and understanding. Conversations that once felt difficult could now open the door to deeper trust, allowing old tensions to soften without anyone needing to force a resolution. There is something comforting about returning to familiar spaces with a renewed perspective, noticing that even the smallest gestures of kindness can reshape the atmosphere of a home. Sometimes healing begins with something as simple as sharing a meal, spending unhurried time together, or offering one another the space to be fully heard. This period reminds you that personal growth rarely happens in isolation. As you continue building a stronger relationship with yourself, that stability naturally extends into your closest relationships. Your calm presence may become a source of reassurance for others, even if you don't realize the quiet influence you have. Loved ones may offer unexpected encouragement or practical support, reinforcing your sense of belonging without limiting your independence. Celebrate the quiet victories you experience together, because they often become the strongest foundation for future memories and lasting family traditions. Your overall energy today feels steady rather than overwhelming. There is still much to learn through the experiences unfolding around you, but patience remains one of your greatest allies. Instead of expecting immediate answers, trust that understanding often arrives gradually, much like the slow strengthening of roots beneath the soil. Every experience, whether comfortable or challenging, is adding another layer to your wisdom. This calm, grounded approach helps you make thoughtful decisions instead of reacting to temporary emotions, allowing your confidence to grow from experience rather than impulse. One quality worth nurturing today is your natural generosity. The care you offer others often creates a ripple effect that returns to you in unexpected ways. Your willingness to support someone with encouragement, practical help, or simply your presence can leave a lasting impression far beyond what you imagine. At the same time, be mindful of spending too much energy overthinking situations or giving your attention to people who consistently distract you from what truly matters. Protecting your peace is just as important as offering kindness to others, and learning where to place healthy boundaries is also an act of compassion toward yourself. Your body may also benefit from a little extra balance today. Paying attention to moderation, particularly in your eating habits, can support both your energy and your overall sense of well-being. Consider this an invitation to slow down enough to notice what genuinely nourishes you, physically and emotionally. Sometimes the smallest daily choices become the ones that shape how you feel over the long term, creating steady improvements that accumulate almost unnoticed until you realize how much stronger and more balanced you've become. If you're studying or learning something new, remember that meaningful progress is rarely measured by how quickly you master every concept. Build upon what you already understand. Allow confidence to grow one step at a time, and trust that today's steady effort will become tomorrow's deeper understanding. Don't underestimate the value of revisiting fundamentals, because strong foundations often make future breakthroughs feel effortless. Learning, much like every other area of life highlighted today, rewards patience far more generously than urgency. As for compatibility, today's energy appears especially supportive in your interactions with 3 zodiac signs. As for today's zodiac compatibility, 3 signs may bring especially supportive energy into your day. Cancer encourages warmth, comfort, and genuine connection. Whether you're talking about family, relationships, everyday life, or simply sharing a quiet moment together, conversations are likely to flow with ease, leaving you feeling lighter and reminding you not to take every responsibility so seriously. Cancer's nurturing presence may help you reconnect with the simple joys that are sometimes overlooked during busy seasons. Laughter has a gentle way of restoring perspective, and today it may become one of your greatest sources of renewal. Capricorn offers a different kind of harmony. Their steady outlook can help you approach important decisions with calm confidence, especially if something unexpected requires your attention. Rather than feeling rushed, you may discover that practical thinking and mutual trust make even last-minute choices feel manageable. Together, there's a quiet sense of stability that allows progress to happen without unnecessary pressure. Their grounded perspective may also remind you that some of the strongest achievements are built through consistency rather than speed. Gemini brings an atmosphere of balance through curiosity and thoughtful conversation. If you live with, work alongside, or spend time with someone born under this sign, the day may unfold smoothly, with very little tension or conflict. Their fresh perspective could even encourage you to look at familiar situations through a slightly different lens. It may not be filled with dramatic excitement, but there is something valuable about peaceful moments that ask nothing more of you than simply being present. Sometimes a calm day offers exactly the kind of space needed to restore your energy before life begins moving more quickly again. Taurus, we've reached the close of today's reflection, and I truly appreciate you sharing this time with me. Thank you for slowing down long enough to listen, reflect, and explore what these symbolic messages might mean for your own journey. My hope is that these reflections encourage you not to predict the future, but to meet it with greater awareness and confidence. Remember that every reading offers possibilities for reflection, while the choices you make continue to shape your own path. If today's message brought you clarity, comfort, or simply a moment of quiet encouragement, I'd be grateful if you showed your support with a like. It helps these reflections reach others who may also be searching for a little guidance or reassurance, allowing this community to continue growing through shared encouragement and thoughtful conversation. And if you'd like to continue exploring future readings together, I warmly invite you to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss what's ahead. Thank you for bringing your thoughtful energy to this community. Every time you choose to spend these moments reflecting, you contribute to a space built on encouragement, curiosity, and hope. I hope the rest of your day unfolds with steady confidence, meaningful moments, and the quiet peace that comes from trusting your own path, one step at a time.